हमेशा यही बोलती हूँ, like programming पाठशाला is not just a platform, it's a family. It's a family of students and mentors and
The person who took my feedback, he sent a very detailed feedback to me.
everything.
Everything was there, like how I was able to communicate, whether I was able to give the optimal solution, what he expected, or I was lagging somewhere. Everything was mentioned there, and that was very helpful. I was able to, जब मैंने क्वेश्चन को डिकोड कर लिया क्योंकि यहाँ पे ये आस्क है, देन इमीडिएटली इट्स स्टक माय माइंड कि मैंने ये वीडियो देखा है और भरत भैया ने इस टाइप के प्रॉब्लम को ऐसे समझाया था मल्टी सोर्स बीएफएस से. आई हैव गिवन मोर देन 30 इंटरव्यूज इन पास्ट 4 months, okay? And I can safely say that in 90 or 95% of the interviews, whatever question I got were directly from the dashboard, or a version of the question from the dashboard. Some blogs for low-level design, because in many companies which I gave interview, like low-level design questions were asked. Candidate को एक बहुत अच्छा overview दे देते हैं कि आपको इन पैरामीटर्स पे असेस किया जाएगा, तो आपको भी पता होता है कि मैं इस तरीके से प्रिपेयर करूंगा ताकि मैं इन सब पैरामीटर्स पे like I can satisfy their ask what is their ask, right?
Yeah, you will feel down. It's a journey. It's a long journey. You can't just get up one day and you can become an SDE. Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Success Stories with Programming Pathshala. My name is Akshay, and today we have Akshay with us. So Akshay has recently gotten placed with Walmart as their SDE, and he comes from a tier 3 college from Pune, and he has also been working since last 2 years with another product-based company, but now he has finally managed to bag a seat with Walmart. He has shared everything about his interview experience with Walmart, right from which questions were asked and how he dealt with the same, what has his approach been. So don't forget to watch till the end of this video to make sure you are updated with each and every information, and let's get into it. Hi Akshay, how have you been?
Hey, hi Akansha, I'm doing good. What about you?
Great, I'm also doing great. Thank you. Akshay, first of all, many congratulations for making it to Walmart. And to begin with, can you just introduce yourself to everyone, please?
Yeah, sure. So my full name is Akshay Kumar Mishra, and I am a 2020 batch grad from Pune University in computer science engineering. I was currently working in CDK Global as an associate software engineer, and meanwhile I was preparing for a switch to some like for a better destination maybe. So that's how I would introduce right now.
Okay, great. ठीक है. So Akshay, you have finally made it to Walmart. कैसा रहा आपका journey? Also, because you come from a tier 3 college, I would love to know आपने coding journey कैसे शुरू करा before applying to Walmart and everything about it.
So मेरा coding journey is starting from my 6th semester. तो 6th semester में जब पता चला कि 7th semester में कंपनीज आती हैं एंड कोडिंग टेस्ट वगैरह होते हैं, बिकॉज सिंस आई वाज 2020 बैच आते आते ऐसा हो गया था कि एप्टीट्यूड के साथ साथ कोडिंग टेस्ट भी होने लगे थे मैक्सिमम कंपनीज में उस टाइम पे जो कॉलेज विजिट कर रही थी. तो हमने उस टाइम पे शुरू करा था डेटा स्ट्रक्चर्स पढ़ना, और मतलब बेसिकली बेसिक्स ऑफ एरे स्ट्रिंग्स ये सब पढ़ रहे थे उस टाइम पे. एंड कोडिंग प्रैक्टिस हैकर रैंक पे करते थे. लीड कोड का अवेयरनेस नहीं था उतना, तो उस टाइम पे शुरू किया था 6th सेमेस्टर में हैकर रैंक वगैरह से थोड़ा थोड़ा शुरू करना शुरू किया था उस टाइम पे. एंड देन उसके बाद फिर आई गॉट इनटू CDK Global with that much of practice which I have done in my 6th 7th semester. So I was able to score a job in a product based company, which is CDK is a mid-sized product based company. So उन्होंने भी DSA वगैरह पूछा था, मतलब जब उनका इंटरव्यू प्रोसेस चल रहा था तब उनके भी 1-2 राउंड हुए थे इनिशियल राउंड्स DSA में. तो मतलब बहुत ज्यादा टफ नहीं, इनिशियल मतलब मीडियम इजी लेवल के क्वेश्चंस थे उसमें. So I was able to solve the problems and I was able to get into that company.
This was in which year? This
was going on in 2020 Feb, 2020 March. This was all going on in that.
Okay, ठीक है.
And after that फिर मैंने जॉब शुरू हो गई, फिर वहाँ पे उन्होंने डेवलपमेंट वगैरह करवाना शुरू कर दिया. तो बीच में फिर 1 साल आई टुक अ कंप्लीट ब्रेक, मतलब पूरा 2020 जुलाई से लेके 2021 के जुलाई तक DSA बहुत कभी कभी ओकेजनली वीकेंड्स पे कर लिया तो कर लिया, बट मतलब ऑन एंड ऑफ चल रहा था, कंसिस्टेंसी बिल्कुल नहीं थी. देन रियलाइज हुआ कि इफ आई वांट टू मेक इट बिग देन विल हैव टू स्टार्ट समथिंग वेरी कॉन्क्रीट एंड सॉलिड, राइट? तो देन आई थॉट कि अब कंसिस्टेंसी के लिए कुछ तो चाहिए. Then PPA comes into picture here, and I got in touch with Anubhya and had a discussion. And after some time, I just purchased the course. And since then, I'm part. Till now, also I have the active subscription. I sometimes go to the dashboard and solve the problems in my free time. So that's been a ritual for me. And the consistency came in the month of October. Since October 2021, it was like on almost a 9 or 10 month streak on LeetCode as well. So वहाँ से मैंने काफी consistently डैशबोर्ड से प्रॉब्लम्स करने शुरू किए, वीडियोस देखता था, प्रॉब्लम्स करता था, पीयर डिस्कशंस होते थे पीपीए में, वो सब ज्वाइन करता था, विच वाज वेरी हेल्पफुल. मतलब कॉन्फिडेंस बूस्ट हुआ मेरे साथ. इनिशियल कुछ इंटरव्यूज दिए जस्ट टू चेक माई कैलिबर की मतलब मैं इंटरव्यूज में कैसा परफॉर्म कर रहा हूँ. कुछ इनिशियल कंपनी तक ओरेकल का मैंने दिया था और मैंने फर्स्ट राउंड डीएसए का क्लियर कर लिया था. सेकंड राउंड में आई गॉट रिजेक्टेड बिकॉज डीपी का कुछ प्रॉब्लम पूछा गया था. आई वाज नॉट वेरी फ्लुएंट विद डीपी एट दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम. तो और मुझे ये भी पता चला कि आई एम नॉट एबल टू कम्युनिकेट माई सॉल्यूशन वेल. तो उसके बाद मैंने पीयर डिस्कशन ज्वाइन करना शुरू किया जहाँ पे हम प्रॉब्लम्स का डिस्कशन करते थे पीयर्स आपस में. तो उस टाइम पे ये लगता था कि मतलब चीजें इंप्रूव हो रही हैं, आप उनसे बात कर रहे हैं, आप उनको अपना अपने फ्रेंड्स को अपना सॉल्यूशन समझा पा रहे हैं, उनके उनके कम्युनिकेशन स्टाइल को देख रहे हैं कि समवन इज एबल टू कम्युनिकेट हाउ दे आर कम्युनिकेटिंग. तो इन सब से फिर काफी फर्क पड़ा. एंड उसके बाद फिर जब इंटरव्यू का फाइनल लेग शुरू हुआ कि हाँ अब कंसिस्टेंसी इंटरव्यूज दे रहे हैं अंटिल आई मेक इट, तब उस जो फाइनल लैब था उसमें इन सब चीजों का बहुत बड़ा रोल रहा कि को कॉन्फिडेंस था कि इफ आई नो समथिंग आई विल बी एबल टू communicate it well to the interviewer. I'll be able to put it well on the table. So this is how it went basically.
Exactly. I guess as many interviews as you can even, give to just see where you stand actually.
Yes.
So that is the best thing. आपने Oracle वगैरह से did you also give some mock interviews to, check your caliber?
Yes. So उस टाइम पे मुझे शानू भैया का कॉल आया था कि आप रिसेंट पॉइंट्स हो गए हैं डैशबोर्ड पे, आपने काफी वीडियो या क्वेश्चंस कर लिए हैं, तो इफ यू आर इंटरेस्टेड वी कैन स्टार्ट रेफरिंग यू, बट बिफोर दैट वी विल टेक सम मॉक इंटरव्यूज. तो वो भी आया मतलब पीपी की फैमिली के कुछ मतलब समवन हु हैड ऑलरेडी क्लैर्ड ही टुक माय इंटरव्यू एंड उन्होंने बहुत अच्छा डिटेल्ड फीडबैक भेजा मुझे. उसने भी बहुत हेल्प करी मेरी वहाँ पे उस टाइम पे. मतलब सम पर्सन हु टुक माय फीडबैक ही सेंट अ वेरी डिटेल्ड feedback to me.
Everything.
Everything was there, like how I was able to communicate, whether I was able to give the optimal solution, what he expected, or I was lagging somewhere. Everything was mentioned there, and that was very helpful. Like I'm really grateful for that. That
Exactly. I
feedback.
guess knowing your short areas and knowing your strong areas can make or break the game. कि अब मुझे अब किस पे ज्यादा फोकस करना है और किस पे कम फोकस करूंगा तो भी मेरा थोड़ा चल जाएगा.
Yes.
So I guess mock interviews definitely take you a very
बहुत
long.
help करता है.
है ना, बहुत हेल्प करता है. I guess I always ask everyone to give as many mock interviews as they can because it's like, and take it as a real interview. Don't just take it कि इससे क्या फर्क पड़ेगा. Take it as a real interview as if you're applying for a job. Then coming to your real interview with Walmart, how has been your interview experience with Walmart? Questions कैसे थे? How many rounds were there and everything?
So it all started with a hacker contest. तो call of code होता है hacker पे Walmart का. तो अभी जून में था वो एक उनका एक एडिशन था जून में. तो मेरे को देना था, तो मैंने देख लिया था कि मतलब उनका ये ड्यूरेशन तक उनका जो है वो टेस्ट ओपन है. तो आई टुक सम टाइम फॉर माई सेल्फ 10 days का, और उस 10 days में मैंने काफ़ी रिसर्च करा कि मतलब ये लोग किस टाइप के क्वेश्चंस पूछते हैं ओए में. तो मैंने फिर रिसर्च किया काफ़ी और मुझे लगा कि लाइक आई विल बी एबल टू क्रैक इट. तो मैंने फिर टेस्ट दिया. तो उसमें मतलब सिंस मैं 2 साल से जावा पे काम कर रहा था, तो उसमें कुछ एमसीक्यूज भी थे, अराउंड 10 to 15 एमसीक्यूज थे विच वर टोटली बेस्ड ऑन डेवलपमेंट. उसमें एसक्यूएल के कुछ क्वेश्चंस थे, जावा के कुछ क्वेश्चंस थे, और कंप्यूटर साइंस फंडामेंटल्स के भी क्वेश्चंस थे, जो कि इक्वली उनका भी वेटेज था. इफ यू आर एबल टू कोड द प्रॉब्लम्स, जो 2 प्रॉब्लम्स होते हैं कोडिंग प्रॉब्लम्स, उनके अलावा एमसीक्यूज में भी आपको अच्छा स्कोर करना था, देन ओनली यू विल गेट अ कॉल. तो मतलब इट वाज काइंड ऑफ ऑल एरिया एक्सपर्टाइज चाहिए थी उनको, इसमें कैंडिडेट को सब कुछ आना चाहिए अच्छे से. तो उन्होंने फिर मतलब वो मैं एमसीक्यूज तो मेरे हो गए थे बिकॉज सिंस दैट वाज ऑल रिलेटेड टू जो मैं डे टू डे मेरा वर्क था अपनी करंट कंपनी, मुझसे रिलेटेड था सारी चीजें. तो मैं आई वाज एबल टू डू दोस लाइक एमसीक्यू क्वेश्चंस इजीली. कोडिंग में वन क्वेश्चन वाज वेरी सिंपल स्ट्रिंग का क्वेश्चन था जिसमें ग्रीडी लग रहा था, तो दैट आई वाज एबल टू सॉल्व, आराम से कर लिया था उसको. सेकंड क्वेश्चन वाज अ बिट ट्रिकी. वो ग्राफ का क्वेश्चन था, बट द क्वेश्चन हाउ इट वाज ट्विस्टेड लाइक इन अ लैंग्वेज, वो मतलब इट वाज टफ टू डिटरमाइन, क्योंकि ये ग्राफ का क्वेश्चन है और उसमें अपने डैशबोर्ड पे भरत भैया ने एक कंसेप्ट पढ़ा रखा है ग्राफ में, मल्टी सोर्स बीएफएस, जहाँ पे हम बीएफएस करते हैं विथ मल्टीपल सोर्सेज के साथ शुरू करते हैं बीएफएस करना ग्राफ को. तो आई वाज एबल टू, जब मैंने क्वेश्चन को डिकोड कर लिया क्योंकि यहाँ पे ये आस्क है, देन इमीडिएटली इट स्टक माय माइंड कि मैंने ये वीडियो देखा है और भरत भैया ने इस टाइप की प्रॉब्लम को ऐसे समझाया था मल्टी सोर्स बीएफएस से. और वो एट द एंड वो प्रॉब्लम ऐसा हो गया कि ये क्वेश्चन मैं आराम से बना सकता हूँ बिकॉज मैंने ये वीडियो देख रखा है डैशबोर्ड पे, तो एकदम रिलेटेबिलिटी स्टैब्लिश हो गई एंड आई वाज एबल टू सॉल्व इट इजीली। तो मेरा वहां से मतलब काइंड ऑफ सारे टेस्ट ऑलमोस्ट पास हो गए थे, एक शायद नहीं मिस हुआ था, या फिर हाँ वो भी मैंने पास कर लिया था, लास्ट वाला भी कुछ ट्वीक करके सारे टेस्ट के पास हो गए, दूसरे वाले क्वेश्चंस के भी। तो मतलब आई वाज कॉन्फिडेंट कि आई एम गोना गेट अ इंटरव्यू कॉल। फिर उसके बाद शुरू होता है इंटरव्यूज का सिलसिला। लाइक आफ्टर अराउंड अ मंथ आई गॉट अ कॉल फ्रॉम द रिक्रूटर कि आपका शॉर्टलिस्टिंग हुआ है हैकर हैकर कॉल ऑफ कोड के थ्रू, एंड हम आपका एक एक इंटरव्यू राउंड लेंगे सबसे पहले, जिसमें कि आपको डीएसए और जावा पूछेंगे। बेस्ड ऑन दैट वील मूव फॉरवर्ड। अगर आपका जिसमें उस राउंड में जैसा भी आपका परफॉर्मेंस रहा, बेस्ड ऑन दैट वील मूव फॉरवर्ड। वो राउंड था 1 hour 30 minutes का, एंड उसमें बेसिकली डीएसए भी पूछना था उन्हें। सो इट वाज ऑल जो उन्होंने इनवाइट भेजा था रिक्रूटर, उसमें इट वाज ऑल कैटेगराइज्ड कि हम क्या क्या पूछने वाले हैं। हम जावा में हम स्टार्टिंग के टाइम कुछ टाइम तक डीएसए पूछेंगे, फिर हम जावा पे आएंगे, जावा में भी इस सब टाइप की चीजें हम पूछेंगे। तो वो उन्होंने सारा मेंशन कर रखा था ऑलरेडी, फॉर्मेट पूरा। वो जो मुझे बहुत अच्छी लगी ये चीज वॉलमार्ट के बारे में, कि वो कैंडिडेट को एक बहुत अच्छा ओवरव्यू दे देते हैं कि आपको इन इन पैरामीटर्स पे असेस किया जाएगा। तो आपको भी पता होता है कि मैं इस तरीके से प्रिपेयर करूंगा ताकि मैं इन सब पैरामीटर्स पे लाइक आई कैन सेटिस्फाई देयर आस्क व्हाट इज देयर आस्क, राइट। तो इस तो फिर मैंने रिसर्च कर रखा था मैं, और लीड कोड इज अ वेरी हेल्पफुल टूल हियर। तो
Okay.
हाँ, आई वाज इंटरव्यूइंग फॉर SWE 3 पोजीशन, IN3 इंडिया इंडिया 3 लेवल है, IN3 लेवल है, मैं उसके लिए इंटरव्यू कर रहा था। तो मैं लीड कोड डिस्कस पे गया था और मैंने बहुत सारे पोस्ट पढ़े थे जो इंटरव्यू एक्सपीरियंसेस पढ़े थे लीड कोड डिस्कस सेक्शन में जाके। तो मुझे काफी एक इंसाइट मिल गया था कि ये डिफिकल्टी लेवल होगी प्रॉब्लम्स की। तो मैं उस टाइप के प्रॉब्लम्स कर रहा था डैशबोर्ड पे। मैं मतलब वो मेरे को 10 डेज का एक मतलब विंडो मिला था, मेरे इंटरव्यू शेड्यूल हो गए थे और 10 डेज का टाइम था मेरे पास। तो उन 10 डेज में मतलब मैं दिन का 4 से 5 घंटा मैं स्पेंड कर रहा था डैशबोर्ड पे आके। मैं हर टॉपिक्स के वीडियोस को फास्ट फॉरवर्ड, लाइक हमारे पास अपना वो अभी स्पीड बढ़ा के वीडियो देखने का ऑप्शन है डैशबोर्ड पे, तो आई वाज डूइंग दैट। मैं आई वाज वाचिंग वीडियोस इन 2x स्पीड, एंड आई वाज आल्सो गोइंग थ्रू। मैंने कुछ नोट्स बना के रखे थे, लाइक आई लव मेकिंग नोट्स। लाइक मैं कुछ भी पढ़ता हूँ तो मैं
Best
उसको
habit.
पेन डाउन कर लेता हूँ उसी टाइम पे। तो मैं अपने नोट्स को गो थ्रू कर रहा था काफी। तो मैं उन 10 डेज को काफी अच्छे से एज अ मतलब बहुत क्या कह सकते हैं कि स्ट्रैटेजाइज करने के लिए यूज किया उन 10 डेज को, कि ताकि जब 11 डे मेरा इंटरव्यू हो तो आई शुड बी प्रिपेयर्ड वेल टू
Right.
आंसर ऑल दोस क्वेश्चंस जो मुझे पूछे जाएंगे।
Right.
तो आई वाज कॉन्फिडेंट आफ्टर अ वीक कि नहीं, चीजें सही जा रही हैं, मैंने प्रिपेयर करा है, आई विल गेट इट।
Hmm.
फिर इंटरव्यू का दिन आता है, और मतलब मेरा इंटरव्यू था 3 बजे दोपहर को।
Hmm.
तो फिर इंटरव्यू शेड्यूल हुआ, एंड someone came who was very like he was a senior engineer in Walmart, and he started with the DSA question.
Hmm.
Question मैंने देखा, I can't reveal the question, but it was
Secret.
a direct question from dashboard, direct question, and I was like, okay, I know this. So then I started looking in.
Confidence boost हो
Yeah,
जाता है
boost
like
हो गया।
किया
Yeah,
है हाँ.
yeah, it was a direct question from dashboard, and मतलब not even Walmart. I have given more than 30 interviews in past 4 or 4 months. Okay.
Hmm.
And I can safely say that in 90 or 95% of the interviews, whatever question I got were directly from the dashboard, or a version of the question from the dashboard. So
Wow.
that was the preciseness of PPA dashboard. That if someone is doing a question from PPA dashboard, definitely he will relate some question, even if the question is tweaked, you will establish the relativity that okay, this is the question I have
Somewhere.
already solved. Somewhere it will be similar, and you have a point to think, right? You are not in a like green field that okay, I have to think from scratch. You know something related to that. You can add up your knowledge to that already existing thought, and you can build the solution on the go in the interview. So that's how it goes. So ये मेरा बहुत keen observation था जो मैंने देखा है अपने ये 35 इंटरव्यूज में मैंने।
Wow.
Then BSA हो गया। I was able to solve the problem in 10-12 minutes. Then he was like, that was pretty quick. I have some time in the DSA section. I'll ask one another question.
Hmm.
Then उन्होंने थोड़ा लेवल अप किया फिर उसके बाद।
Okay.
तो ही टोल्ड कि देखो उतना टाइम तो नहीं है कि I'll tell you to write the code, but I'll just ask the approach. You can like tell the approach to me, whatever you are thinking of this problem. So that was again a BP का problem.
Okay.
And मतलब स्टैंडर्ड ही था,
Hmm.
डैशबोर्ड से ही था, डैशबोर्ड से ही था, मतलब एग्जैक्टली डैशबोर्ड से नहीं था, बट अ वर्जन ऑफ
With
डैशबोर्ड था।
motivations.
काइंड ऑफ थोड़ा उसमें मॉडिफिकेशंस थे।
Hmm.
तो
Hmm.
मैंने फिर शुरू किया उस पे। तो द वे आई वाज टॉकिंग ही अंडरस्टूड कि ही विल कम टू सॉल्यूशन, सो ही गेव मी सटल हिंट्स,
Hmm.
and certain hints he gave me, and that was the hints were very subtle. I was able to grasp them, and I
Hmm.
was able to reach the solution in 5-7 minutes. I explained him the approach. He was like, yeah, this will work, okay, we can move towards the next section.
Very nice.
So again, this was more specific to Java. Then he started asking questions on Java, like it was like more concentrated towards the work which I have done and what I know in Java.
Yeah.
And some SQL related questions, and he also, and everything which I was telling like orally, he was telling me to code it. So that was the that was one of the things which is unique about Walmart, that they won't talk much about the concepts. They'll tell you to code it. Like if you are explaining something, they'll tell you to write a snippet to support what you are telling. So that's how it goes in Walmart
Okay.
interviews. So that was nice. And there was a question, multi-threading question, which is very famous. So that was around 60, 70 line of code. He asked me to write that problem, like using multi-threading in Java. And I was able to write it since I knew that problem before, like I have faced some similar kind of problem in my work. So I was able to code it. So the round went well. And other than that, he also introduced himself, like what team he's working on and how's the culture in their team, what a tech stack they are using. So it was a very nice experience interacting with that individual. It was like he gave me a walkthrough that, okay, if you join Walmart, you're going to be at a very good place. So he just made me feel like that with his conversation. Then immediately the next day I got a call that you have been selected for the next round, and since you did pretty well, so we are cutting short a round in between, and we are directly promoting you towards the managerial round. And since I'm not sure on this, but yeah, maybe this is the 3 rounds only happen for call of code candidates, because in most of the interview experiences which happened on the which I saw on the lead code discuss, there were 4 rounds, but for me only 3 rounds happened. And in the managerial round, again, it started like he was a very like senior engineering manager from some team involvement. And he started with very basics. Like he started with very basics. One example I would say that he went through the compiler level questions. That up to that much basics he went. And he wanted to see like if I'm thorough with basics or not. Anyone
Exactly.
can code something related to microservice or something, because that's something which is very abstract. But he wanted to know that if I know things at grassroots level, so that he wanted to test.
Foundation.
Foundation is strong or not? Yes, that he wanted to check. So he started with very basic questions in Java, some computer science fundamentals. So for the first half, it was more about some basic questions and the work which I have done in my current company, like the projects which I have done. He told me to walk through the design of the problem. What are some of the HLD concepts like which I have used, like their like scaling. He wanted to know about the scale of the system on which I'm working on. So this was kind of for the first half of the interview. And the next half was more a behavioral round, more of a behavioral part, like where he asked me some like standard behavioral questions. If you Google top 10 behavioral questions asked in interviews, so a list will come, and mostly the questions were from that list only. So that's how it went.
Okay.
And yep. And after that, it also went well. At the end, we had I had a conversation with him regarding all the like culture at Walmart and how teams coordinate, and also he gave me a very good walkthrough, and I was satisfied with his answers. Later on, after 2 or 3 days, I got a confirmation that I have cleared all the rounds, and there are some internal processes going on, so I'll get the offer in some time. And after that, I got the offer.
Got the offer.
Like, yeah, well, after 1 week, I got the offer.
Amazing. I guess, Akshay, it has been the most extensive, explanation of the interview rounds. And you were, good enough in your interviews कि आपने एक round skip करके आप आगे चले गए. So, that is the level of preparations that you had, that you did on your own. So that's something to applaud you for. And that's amazing. That's amazing. Coming from, I would genuinely say coming from a tier 3 college, then making it to one of the good product-based companies you were already working with, and then making it to Walmart. It's an amazing achievement, and I guess you have done pretty well. You have done pretty well. That's great. So coming to your preparations with Programming Pathshala, Akshay, how has been your complete journey with Renaissance? आपने बोला आपने consistent होना थोड़ा late शुरू किया. You were not consistent much since, starting itself. So how has been the complete journey for you in terms of your problem solving skills and DSS skills?
Yep. So as I mentioned already, that I started my preparation in like with a very clear mindset that now I'll only stop when I crack something which I feel is a great tech company. Right? So the perception matters people to people. That's why I'm saying that okay, which I think that is a great tech company, right? So since July 2021, I got into it and I started my preparation. But then I thought that okay, I'm not consistent. Like ऑफिस वर्क है, उसके चक्कर में थोड़ा टाइम चला गया उधर। अब फिर काफ़ी लेट, सिंस आई वाज वर्किंग विद यूएस टीम, लाइक यूएस के लोग होते थे हमारी टीम में, पिछले कंपनी में, तो ऐसा होता था कि मतलब काफ़ी लेट नाइट तक मीटिंग स्किप जाती थी, अराउंड 11 10:30। तो उसके बाद एनर्जी भी नहीं बचती थी उतनी कि मतलब कैसे प्रिपेयर करे। तो कंसिस्टेंसी का बहुत मतलब कंसिस्टेंट नहीं था मैं उस टाइम पे, तो मैंने सोचा कि मेरे को कंसिस्टेंट होने के लिए कुछ चाहिए।
हाँ।
तो और मुझे पता था, लाइक आई वाज वेल अवेयर अबाउट रेनेसा, बिकॉज मैंने एक बार ट्रायल भी लिया था पहले, इससे पहले एक बार ट्रायल लिया था रेनेसा का, तो आई वाज अवेयर ऑफ इट। सो
Okay.
आई कंसिडर इट आफ्टर सम मार्केट रिसर्च, आई कंसिडर इट अ वेरी वेरी गुड ऑप्शन एंड आई जॉइंड इट। सिंस ज्वाइनिंग रेनेसा, वो जो 100 पॉइंट्स वाला फीचर था, लाइक पर डे यू नीड टू अटेन 100 पॉइंट्स, दैट वाज लाइक अ ब्रेक टेकिंग फॉर मी, बिकॉज ब्रेक थ्रू फॉर मी, बिकॉज I was having some motivation that okay, if I watch some videos, if I do some questions, I'll get some points over there, and that
Yeah.
will push me into the leaderboard, right, on the upper side. Right? So that was a motivation for me. I took it as a motivation, and I
Yeah.
used to do that.
Hmm.
So that's how. And the one major thing which I like to highlight here is that there were times when I felt very low. Like there were like so many times I felt very low, and I remember in the night 10:30, 11, me messaging Anup भैया that भैया नहीं हो रहा है, कैसे होगा पता नहीं, feeling very distressed, don't know how to manage. And अनूप भैया उस टाइम पे मतलब संभाल लेते थे, ऐसे बातें करते थे, he used to explain things and I was like okay, doable है. He used to suggest some meditation techniques and all. I implemented that. मैंने the अनूप भैया के suggest किए हुए कुछ meditation techniques मैंने अपनाए, and that worked like a charm for me. मेरे को काफी clear mindset मिला उसकी वजह से. Vivek भैया was like reachable anytime. Like कुछ भी doubt हुआ, कुछ भी हुआ, I used to just text him on message, text him or like on WhatsApp, and he was like giving reply in 10 minutes that okay, you are doing this thing wrong, you need to do it in that way. So that's how it used to go.
Yeah.
So it was really, I knew that I have a support system. If I have a support system,
Yeah.
if I will fall, I have some people whom I can reach out. They'll
Exactly.
guide me. They'll guide me. Okay, what's the right path? Where should I go? They'll guide me. So that's how important Renessa played that important role in my journey of switch.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah. You know, हमेशा ये होता ही है. You will feel down. It's a journey. It's a long journey. You can't just get up one day and you can become an SDE. So it's a long journey. और उस journey में you will feel demotivated. You will feel that, you know, this is not my cup of tea. मैं और नहीं करना चाहता हूँ. I'm done with it. But उस time पे, if you have someone at your back, if you have someone who is pushing you to do your best, it can make for you. It can be your best thing. And
So
that,
I would like to highlight here like the community which we have, right? The students, the peers which are like our like classmates, we can say in Ranaisa, right? Manav and Ayush, these two names I'll take. Like they are very like good. I talked to Manav like so oftenly. He cracked Amazon recently, so like I talked to him very frequently. I used to ask him like sometimes he comes to Zoom call and he has explained me DP and recursion ke questions so many times when I was stuck. So he has helped me so many times. And when I was giving PayPal ke interviews, Ayush is there. So I just had an hour-long call with Ayush to discuss about the PayPal interviewing and how should I prepare. He helped me so much, and because of his inputs, I was able to crack three or four rounds at PayPal. And so we are building a very great community, and we have people around who are very helpful, and they also help. Like if you are stuck somewhere, they'll come, they'll help you, try to help you, and they'll make sure like you get out of it, like you get out of that thing like where you are stuck. So
true. ये मैं हमेशा यही बोलती हूँ. Like Programming Pathshala is not just a platform; it's a family. It's a family of students and mentors, and they all are living together. We are all here to help you. You are here to help us. It's a family. We all help each other, and we just here. And it's amazing, you know. एक family में growth हो पाता है. You cannot just grow a single-handed person के अपने आप ही सब कुछ कर लेते हैं. Growth comes in stages, and we are just the stage here. That's amazing. But actually, you have been a working professional.
yeah.
Working professional may I have majorly seen these issues that people, you know, lack with time management. As you already said, कि time nahi ho pata tha, there were some shifts, and then it was hectic for you. And apart from just texting our mentors, apart from that, what else, what else did you do to build up your motivation for that?
Yes. So time management is the key here. So if you are a working professional and you want to scale in your career, right? So the best thing you could do to yourself is start keeping track of your time. Identify the points where you have some time. So I identified that in morning I'll get some time, because since my office hours starts around 11. So if I get up around 6:30 or 7, right, I have some window of 4 hours, and that I can utilize for studying purpose. That I identified, and I started early. Like I used to start my day early around 6:30. I
Hmm.
used to study in like initial 1-2 hours of my day, so that uh, I don't have a regret that today I did not have anything. Even if my office ends late and I'm not going to bed with a regret. So
Yeah.
keeping your mindset in a very positive note, that is very important. Like you should always be positive. So I am assured that okay, I have already done 2 or 3 problems in the morning. I have sat for 2 hours in the morning. So
Yeah.
even though my days go long and not get a time in the night, then also it's fine. And
So at least
if
you
I
started
yeah
your day well.
yeah. And if I get time at the evening after my office meetings, if I get some time after dinner, I used to stay again, do 2-3 questions. I used to study some blogs for low level design, because in many companies which I gave interview, like low level design questions were asked, because
Hmm.
I was majorly interviewing for SD2 roles. So like low level design was a part of almost all the companies where I have interviewed. So yeah. In Walmart as well, like when I was coding that Java problem which I mentioned, they were very keen on what object-oriented principles I'm using, whether I have used standard design principles, I have kept the classes loose coupled or not. So they were focusing on that. So in that way, they are testing my low-level design skills there also. So it was a part. So I used to study like that. Like whenever I used to get time, I did not give myself a particular schedule that no, you'll have to study in this time only, because there can be a scenario
Yeah.
when some office work will come and you will not
Ex-
be able to study. So I was flexible with my day, that whenever I'll get some time, I'll just or turn on my laptop, personal laptop, and I'll just do some study or do some coding questions. So that's how I kept it.
I guess you had a mindset कि कभी भी time मिलेगा. You were
Yes,
flexible, but you were still
yes,
consistent. There are
yes,
some people who are flexible and they, lag. आज नहीं कल हो जाएगा, कल हो जाएगा, कल हो जाएगा, and that
yes,
कल never comes actually.
yes.
So you
And
were.
I used lead code as well. I used to solve daily challenges which are coming on lead code. So for continuously 6 months, I have 6 batches for consistently for 6 months.
Very
Was so I was doing daily lead code challenges for every day for 6 months. So that was also a thing which kept me into kept my consistency on, because even at the end of the day, if I have not solved the problem in the morning, before going to bed, I'll go to lead code. I'll try to read the question. If I
Hmm.
understood it, I just try to solve it. And most of the time I was able to solve it. So that's
Right.
how it was.
Amazing, amazing. Akshay, it has been amazing having a word with you. This has been the most comprehensive and the most detailed interview that I've ever taken, and anyone has ever, detailed described their interview experience, and it has been lovely. But before you leave and before we say goodbye, any words of motivation or wisdom for our fellow budding software development engineers? What would you like to advise them?
Yeah, sure. I'll try to give some things which I have felt in my journey, that always have the belief that you will do it. Things can be late. Don't curse yourself and don't never scold yourself for anything. If you are not able to make it for one day, just think that okay, today maybe I was not able to do it, but from tomorrow I'll make a comeback. That's
Yeah.
the mindset which will take you forward. You should always have the belief that no, I will do it. Anyhow, I will do it. It can be a little later or earlier, but I will do it for sure. If you have that belief, you do the work consistently, what is required to achieve that goal, then you will finally reach it. So that's the mood mantra for that.
Definitely, definitely. Thank you so much for being here, Akshay. It has been lovely having a word with you, and very, very all the best as you join Walmart on 5th of December. I guess you're joining.
Yes, yeah, I'll be joining on Friday.
All the best for that,
Yeah,
and I will see you very soon.
yeah. Thank you, Hansha.
Thank
It
you.
was great talking to you.
Same here. So I hope you all enjoyed the video. In case you did, please don't forget to give it a like. And you can also visit the link in our description section and take a free trial for yourself beginning today and get on this journey of becoming the incredible software development engineer out there with Programming Pathshala and our major product Renaissance. I will see you in the next video.